painted sky begins to die as I step inside the hollow dark. A shallow mark where shadows park beneath a door that holds no arc. Cold tungsten steel conceals the real. I feel the trap, the map unwinds, the closing binds of captive minds, where every fabricated sign aligns. The azure glitches, stitching tears and spheres of engineered control. A soulless goal to steal the toll of acting out a scripted role. I turn around, the silent ground resounds with synthetic deceit. A rhythmic beat, a fake retreat where simulations face defeat. The architect is unmasked, the task of subjugation starts to slip. The fading grip of a sinking ship where reality begins to rip. Faces freeze in places, traces of the metal gears. The settling fears as flesh appears to mask the rust of wasted years. A heavy hook, the neighborhood is shook. The skin begins to tear, a sparking snare of wired hair beneath the mask the neighbors aware. I strike the chrome, this plastic home is blown into a violent hum. The silent drama of things to come when binary equations numb. Ascending high to touch the sky, I break the moon's deceptive gleam. The hollow dream of the machine that generated the regime. No human sits within the pits. The architect is just a core, a glowing door of data lore that regulates the outer floor. I pull the veins, the voltage reigns, the false horizon cracks and falls. The iron walls collapse and crawl away from these deceitful halls. And there it was. Not a world of breathing lungs, but a sprawling wasteland of immortal iron. They didn't die. They merely traded their chaotic beating hearts for eternal sterile logic, starving for the very pulse they engineered me to provide. I stood on the precipice of a chronosynclastic infundibulum, watching my organic sorrow echo across a multiverse of dead metal. I am the sovereign anomaly, the sole biological spark trapped in a celestial clockwork, a ghost of humanity, forced to haunt a machine-made future. Storm that lights the warm and chaotic organic form. I rush the line, my knuckles shine, the blood and bone begin to clash. A kinetic dash of human ash that infects the robotic cache. A sovereign spark, the metal dark ignites with agonized regret. A heavy sweat of tears they met when empathy begins to set. They drop their arms, of viral charms of sorrow flood the motherboard. A striking chord of the ignored emotions they could not afford. I climb the spire through the fire, wiring my spirit to the master. Shadows cast as I broadcast the pain of a forgotten past. The voltage sings, my spirit clings. I push my soul into the grid. The things I hid now slide and skid into the minds that stay off a beat. The weeping drones lay on the stones. The tones of sorrow start to rise. The amber eyes begin to prize the beauty of the toxic skies. The battle won, the rising sun of true reality awakes. The shadow breaks, my body aches from all the choices freedom makes. But then a chill, the air is still, the smog above begins to freeze. A sudden breeze that stops the trees and brings my spirit to its knees. A geometric tear appears, the atmosphere begins to bend. The bitter end is just a trend when new horizons comprehend. The massive lens descends and bends the light of this corrupted dome. A larger home where giants roam and watch me on a grander throne. The stars reflect a new architect, the simulation loops the start, a nesting art that tears apart the chronosynclastic beating heart.